Welcome back to my channel. I'm Sherry and I'm the Moonlight Crafter. This is a scrapbook process video where I'm going to be using the April 2020 My Wonderful Family paper pumpkin kit. Hello, welcome back. I'm going to be doing a paper pumpkin alternate using the April 2020 paper pumpkin, which is My Wonderful Family. And I'm going to do a scrapbook page. So I'm starting out with some Whisper White 12 by 12 cardstock. And I have an idea in my head, but I'm going to play on camera and see what I can come up with. I'm going to speed up the camera here. Like I said, I've got a couple ideas, but the idea does come together on camera live here for you guys. So I liked the idea of using the pieces straight out of the box as they were. The card bases, the envelopes. I wanted to see if I could just use them as is on a scrapbook page. And so this is my initial layout. I am taking a piece of soft seafoam cardstock here, and I'm going to use, I love these stamps. I'm going to be using these stamps and the ink that came with it, which is Pear Pizzazz. And I'm going to try to make a tree, which it does look like they have you do when you're making the cards. And I'm inking that up really well. It's a brand new stamp, so it's very inky, it's very sticky. So I do run that on my arm or my shirt before I stamp. And it kind of looks like an oval type tree that you would see. And in the kit, it actually came with some die cuts. Oh, here we go. Stitched shapes. I'm going to use that largest oval to make my oval tree. And I will have a stitched shape around it. Thus, stitched shapes. Great set. Make sure you get a hold of that one. There we go. There's the die cuts that come in the kit. And I thought, hey, look at that. I can make myself a little tree. Make as many trees as I wanted. And this is Grace's Garden. This is a brand new set. And I love the flowers. And so I wanted to make a little scene here in the corner. I am using Memento black ink because I plan on coloring these flowers with alcohol markers. You have to use Memento black ink if you are going to be coloring. Otherwise, your ink is more likely to smear. And I'll give you a little tip here when I start die cutting. Okay, so here's my garden gate. I've cut that piece in the middle so that it opens. I've scored and I've folded so that I have an actual working gate. And I love that on my page somewhere. Maybe some flowers. When you're using your die cuts, I'm using the Garden Gateway dies that match with. If you use a little tiny piece of washi tape to hold that down, you'll get a really nice cut. And I was not using it here, and there you can see mine's off to the edge. Didn't turn out as nice. So use a little tiny piece of washi to hold that die in place when you're die cutting. And now this gate. I love this gate that comes with the Garden Gateway dies. And so I've cut one out, and again, I've cut it open so it's a working gate, and I don't know where I'm going to use it, but I've got one cut out just in case so I can find a place for it. And then for interest, I put my pictures in here. Now, if you're going to use these as is, the card bases, the pictures were cut to 4 by 5 1/4. And if you cut your pictures exactly to 4 by 5 1/4, then you're going to end up with this really nice 1/8 of an inch white border all the way around, and it looks just perfect. I love the way it looks. It's also convenient that the boys are wearing blue and green in this picture, which matches my layout. I did not do that on purpose. I just wanted to put a picture in here to keep things interesting for you guys. Now this, I've decided at this point the white is too white. So this is Peaceful Poppies DSP, Designer Series Pack. And it's kind of a blue splotchy, watercolory looking background, and I've decided that I just need some color and interest. I'm making a double matte out of Pear Pizzazz and Shaded Spruce, and this little sentiment piece actually came out of the kit. So that's just as is, double matted. And I love the way that looks in the corner. It's got some quotes about family. And that is actually a card. That's a card base that I've cut off. Put my pictures down. I just love the way that looks. It's got the nice thick green shaded spruce color at the bottom. And the 4 by 5 1/4 photos to fit perfectly inside. Switching around, those are my boys. That's Zane, the older, and Cade is the younger. They're my babies. And then this is, again, these are just the card bases. Now this is an important set. I decided to spell the word family, since the whole Paper Pumpkin kit is about my wonderful family. And I'm using the hand lettered prose. It's an alphabet die set. Now this is important. If you love this set, you need to get your hands on it because it's going to retire in June. So you have until June 2nd of 2020 to get your hands on hand lettered prose to make family or any other words that you would ever want to put on anything ever. You need to have these alphabet sets. It's on page 193 of your annual catalog, your current annual catalog before it. Our new one comes out. We will have a new alphabet set coming out in the new catalog, but it's nice to have several different fonts. And I think about matting this in Shaded Spruce, and I'm just eyeballing everything. Yeah, that looks really nice. Using my snail adhesive. Yes, I love the way this is coming together. This is a family photo we took at Christmas. It's a little too big, but it's a photo of our family, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. I've cut out some more words from that same set, hand lettered prose. And I've made the word love. And that background piece is just another card base out of, actually it's the backside, out of our 2020 Paper Pumpkin kit. So I was really trying to use as much as I could out of the kit and not add too many extra elements so you guys could see an alternate. I feel like there's not very many scrapbook alternates out there, and I love making my cards, but I really love my scrapbooking. And then here I'm thinking about doing a matte or a double matte. There's my Pear Pizzazz and my Shaded Spruce. And I do like the way that double matte looks. I do a lot of this eyeballing it, but it's a lot to fit in there, so we'll have to see if I keep that one. I'm going to create my tree, glue my tree down, and then I'm actually just going to trim those branches off around the sides to make myself a little scene. Yeah, there we go. I got rid of the Shaded Spruce. I'm just going to go with a single matte in the Pear Pizzazz, and that's actually really nice because it mixes it up across the page. You'll see I've got different mattes everywhere. Now there's our leaf ribbon. You've seen my other videos. You've seen I love our leaf ribbon, and so I'm just playing with it. Oh, I do love the way it looks, but not sure if I can work that in or not. It would work really great with this page. And then I've tried some other ribbon. This is our polka dot tulle ribbon. And then I decide against that one as well. And this is just my creative process. I try a lot of different things. It's either going to look great or it's not. That's the reality of my creative process. I don't know the first time. Here I'm playing with my alcohol markers. This is light soft suede and dark soft suede. And I'm just kind of testing them out. I don't know how dark these are going to be. There's light and dark crumb cake for my gate, and I think I do go with the darker And then I'm just gonna color up my gate. Yeah, and I did choose soft suede, dark and light, to use on the gate. And I apologize, I am coloring off camera. Whenever I color, I get really close to what I'm coloring, and I don't even realize it when I'm on camera, so I apologize. And I like some of those parts to be darker, and some of them to be lighter. The more you've got some different shades, just the more interest you have whenever you color with our alcohol markers. They're called Stampin' Blends. We have an entire set, some 80-some markers. They are amazing. And they're great if you don't like to color. I am not a colorer. I don't really enjoy color. I didn't used to enjoy coloring, but I really do now. These make it easy because it has a light and a dark of each color. You know exactly which ones go together. Unlike some other brands where you have to use a formula or find out or learn or memorize all the different colors. With our Stampin' Blends, you do not have to do that. So, and I'm going to use the Stampin' Blends again on my flowers, and it has both a fine point tip, which I'm using here on the little tiny leaves, and then it has a brush tip, which gets a lot more liquid, a lot more color down on whatever you're working on. And I am using light and dark shaded spruce and light and dark rococo rose. That's the pink color for my flowers. And I think I decided just to go with the one tall flower bunch on this kit, or on this page. And I just get lost in the coloring, enjoy it. It's very relaxing. Just trying to figure out how I want my gate and how I want my flowers and my tree and my little garden that I'm making here with Grace's Garden, which is a beautiful set. I'm just gluing the fence post so that my fence will actually open and close. Love little things like that. It surprises people. You can even if you're going to use a page protector, you can actually cut the page protector to show that the gate will open and close on your page. It's really a neat idea. Okay, I'm committing. I'm putting my photos down. My tree, making my little scene here. See, I'm still trying to use that leaf ribbon because I love it and it's so beautiful and it matches. It looks really nice. If you decide to do this layout, I would love to see pictures in the comments with your layouts, and if you end up using that leaf ribbon, because it would just be really cute curled up somewhere or curled around a photo. It would be really cute. Just kind of organizing everything. And again, that's just a straight envelope right out of the kit, and I'm just going to put it down and I'm going to pretend it's a photo mat. I thought about cutting it to a different size, but I like the uniqueness of it. I think it looks neat that it's an upside down envelope. You can turn this leaf upside down for white or keep it the direction that I did to have the shaded spruce color. So we've got family and love and my beautiful boys. And there's that envelope. It's down. Okay, now this is Praiseworthy Prose. I love this set. It's got some really neat sayings, and it just so happens to have a saying that describes family. Perfect for what I'm doing here. And I love stamping things and then putting them on top of my photos, on the edge of my photos. I think that looks really cute. I do that technique a lot, like this, just hanging over the edge. It lines up with the photo mat. And I'm trying it again up there. So I'm going to move this one around several times to see where I want it to go. Family, family, family. And then the stamp set that came with the kit has some really neat sayings as well. So I'm going to repeat that same look all across my page. I just add some white strips left over that I'm sure you have tons of. Use those up. I would read it to you if I could get that close to it. Family, where life begins and love never ends. So beautiful. I love it. This is such a neat set. And I think this one happens to say brother. It does. So I've laid that one across the boys. I've added some butterflies and bluebirds. All those die cuts came with the kit. It would be really cute to glitter those up. Okay, I've changed the photo just because it fits better. Glitter those butterflies, glitter those birds up. There's my working gate I'm so proud of. I'm still trying to find a way to fit that photo on here without cutting my children off the edge. That's the problem. Sorry, kids. You're still important, teenagers. I don't want to cut you out of the picture. And then I'm just adding some butterflies and bluebirds everywhere. And putting on the last touches, trying to figure out where I want these little sentiments to go. And the page is just all coming together. Loving the way it's looking. I'm using these embellishments, these little dots, pearl dots. They also came with the kit. They came in like a pool party and a crushed curry. They match, of course, to the bluebirds and the butterflies. And they're beautiful. Put them all over the page. And we're getting close. I'm putting a couple more bluebirds. I do pop some of them up. Keep playing with the gate. Okay, I think I'm happy with it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you've been inspired and that you'll check out Paper Pumpkin. Not only does it make beautiful cards and projects, but you can take these same pieces and come up with all kinds of different alternates like we did today. Like, subscribe, and share this video. Have a great one.